Hey champions, this your man Arian Tyson. Feel free to like, comment, and share this video. If you're not already doing so, you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at the handle at Arian Tyson. And if you're not connected to me on Facebook, you can do so there as well. Feel free to shoot me a friend request. This is going to be a different type of video, so let me preface my comments now by saying that the thoughts and views that I'm about to express are not the views of the Baltimore Ravens, Commissioner Roger Goodell, or the NFL at large. These are the views of Arian Tyson. Today, all I've been hearing about is this situation with Ray Rice. For those who have stumbled upon this video and don't know who Ray Rice is, Ray Rice was a running back for the Baltimore Ravens. He was one of the better backs in the league. Even though he had his worst season of his career last season. The season before that, he helped lead the Baltimore Ravens to a Super Bowl title in Ray Lewis's last season before he retired. I was informed today as I was working out this afternoon that Ray Rice has been suspended indefinitely, and the Baltimore Ravens organization has decided to sever their ties with him. In the aftermath of another video that was released by TMZ regarding the incident where he assaulted his then fiancee and now wife, Janae Palmer. Here's where I have a couple of issues. And before I get into it, let me basically bring you up to speed on what has transpired. He was arrested on charges of assault back in February of this year. And he checked into a program basically to get help on, domestic violence, so on and so forth. And then the commissioner of the NFL, Roger Goodell, suspended him for the first 2 games of the season back in July. Many people throughout the NFL, throughout social media, felt that was like a slap on the wrist. And as a result, the NFL instituted a domestic violence policy where for those who are found guilty of domestic violence, they would be suspended for the first 6 games of the season for a first-time offense. And then the second time would be a lifetime ban if found guilty. So, but now that a video was released around 4 a.m. this morning, 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time this morning, that showed another part of the incident. It showed the footage inside of the elevator where he struck his fiancée to the point where her head hit the railing inside the elevator, and ultimately it knocked her unconscious. And then he dragged her out of the elevator, showing little to no remorse whatsoever. Now, there has been an outcry for him to be gone indefinitely. He should not be he should be banned from the NFL, etc., etc. I'm going to start with him first. But I'm going to tell you right now that she is not 100% blameless. And I'm going to explain and articulate and eloquate myself as to why right now she is not blameless. She is not 100% blameless. I am not absolving him of anything. He is dead wrong. But he is wrong on so many levels. He is wrong because for you to strike not only just a woman, but someone that you say you love is unacceptable. Now, I understand that there are a lot of women that campaign for it. You see it on many videos, World Star and all this other stuff, where you see them campaigning for it. All up in somebody's face, daring the guy to hit them. You know, if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you. Or if you hit me, I'm gonna beat you down. So on and so forth, etc., etc. Where Ray Rice is more so wrong, and I understand why the Ravens ultimately released him and terminated him from his contract today, and I applaud them for that, is because of the fact that you, in essence, you lied. You lied to your employer, the Ravens, the NFL. You lied to them. You said that she provoked you. And that's why, as a result, you felt that it was okay to strike her. When the video that was released today, all it showed was, I could see if she pushed you. She never even pushed you. She never pushed him. All she did was walk towards him. And he hit her. And he struck her. And the force of the blow caused her to fall over, hit her head, and that's what knocked her unconscious. And then he just basically dragged her out like dead weight. So you lied. And I've often said that there is multiple sides to every story. And up until then, we never knew. That was her side, that was his side, and then the truth somewhere lied in between. But here's why I take issue with her. And why I'm not going to give her no pass. At the time of this incident, they were engaged. Since then, they've got married. She is no longer his fiancee. In the aftermath of that incident, she still married him. Why? What I've noticed is that there are many women, not all, but there are many women who have been victims of domestic violence. And for whatever reason, they feel that out of being scrutinized, they don't want to deal with the scrutiny or whatever. They feel that it would be in their best interest to just stay by their man. But any man, and in this case, he's not taking care of his responsibilities by striking someone that he says he loves. Any man that does not take care of his responsibility to his family, to his children, in his case to his wife, do me a favor. Stop calling yourself a man. You are not a man. And the Baltimore Ravens organization, they feel betrayed right now. They feel their trust has been breached. Because in the initial aftermath of this, they were firmly behind Ray Rice. But it comes out he only told them part of the truth. There was altercation. He struck her. That was true. But he lied. And this is why I have no sympathy for him. He lied and said that she provoked him. Now, people say, if you're in a situation like that, walk away. Okay, well, it's kind of hard to walk away if you're in an elevator. I mean, let's just be clear about that. However, you completely lied. She didn't provoke you. She didn't hit you. You pushed off her, then she walked towards you and you struck her. I have no sympathy for you. I have no sympathy for him. But I have very little sympathy for her too, because of the fact that she still married him. And why is it? Maybe because he is a professional athlete, because he's the one that's in the spotlight. He's making millions of dollars. Well, he was making millions of dollars because in the aftermath of this happening, he has cost himself millions of dollars. He has cost himself millions of dollars. And he had 2 or 3 years left on his contract with the Ravens. But now the Ravens don't owe him a dime. Somehow the Ravens don't owe him a dime. Terminate his contract, they'll owe him a dime. So he has missed out on millions because of a piss poor decision. Well, you know what? But I have no sympathy for her. Have very little sympathy for her, because of the fact that you still married him. Why is it that some women believe that when they marry a man, that man is going to change? Instead of, they see issues that precede standing at an altar or standing in front of a minister. And they believe that once they say I do, then stuff just miraculously changes, and as if, you know, he has reached Buddha consciousness or has some type of enlightenment, or the light switch flicks on or something. Women especially, because some men are victims of domestic violence. Don't get it twisted. But there are some women that have no concept of when to walk away. Because we live in a society that really, all that truly matters is the incident itself. I've been seeing professional athlete after professional athlete, former professional athletes, blasting Ray Rice, saying he needs to be banned from the NFL. He should not be welcome in another NFL locker room. But very little is being said about the fact that this woman decided to marry this man. This man has already put his hands on you, and yet you still felt compelled to say I do to him. Now, it makes her seem like she's a gold digger because he's a professional athlete making millions of dollars. So now that millions of dollars is not coming in because he has been released from the Ravens. Let's see how long she stays with him now. And if she leaves, she needs to be mindful of the fact that if she leaves, she's already going to receive a backlash. She's going to receive a backlash because of the fact that she married him. Then she's going to receive a backlash because of the fact that if she leaves in the aftermath of this happening, then she's going to be perceived in the court of public opinion as just a gold digger. She was just with him for the money. And that's, it is what it is. It's not right. It's not fair. Yet it is what it is. And as I wrap this up, understand this. I have at no point have I said that Ray Rice was right. The NFL was wrong the first time by giving him a slap on the wrist. And it's crazy that it took a second video for it to come out, ultimately for them to get it right. Now, if this other video had surfaced first, do I believe that he would have been suspended for the basically suspended indefinitely? I don't think he would have. I believe that he probably would have got half a season, because this issue is not a football issue. This is beyond football. But the court of public opinion would have probably pushed for a year-long suspension. But because so much time has lapsed, but because so much has happened in the aftermath of it, the Ravens had no choice. Regardless to what he's done, he helped deliver a Super Bowl championship. He was very popular in the city of Baltimore, very popular around the Ravens organization. They had to part ways. It was business, and it grew to be personal. Domestic violence is not something to play with. And the thing about it is, I have family members that have been that are victims of domestic violence. No, I don't have tolerance for it. I don't. Why I feel that there are some women that abuse it and they campaign for it, have to have some type of restraint. And you have to be able to walk away. Pushing them, that's straddling the fence. But when you straight strike someone, you're not going to get no sympathy from me. But the woman loses sympathy from me when she's been struck and she decides to go back to that man and stay by that man. I have no sympathy. I have little to no sympathy for you. So, I know this was long, so be it. But feel free to comment. Feel free to like or share this video with someone that you know that is a victim, that has been a victim of domestic violence, or may be in a questionable relationship, so to speak, where they need to get out. But they need to realize that there is life after. But they have to make the decision. In life, you have two choices. You can either make moves or you can make excuses. But you most certainly cannot do both. And when it comes to making excuses, you can't make excuses when it comes to domestic violence. Talk to you later. Peace.